Second date update.
Nothing can put a damper on a first date like getting into legal trouble.
What?
Whoa.
Right? I know for me, personally, I had an experience a while back. I set up this big romantic evening. So I ended up going, I picked the girl up from work, pick her up just on the street there, and then we go for a drive. And the next thing I know, I'm in handcuffs. And the officer's talking about solicitation or something.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, completely screwed up my date. I didn't even get to finish the date. And, of course, I never heard back from the girl. So, yeah, getting in legal trouble is always an issue on a first date.
Man, I hate that.
It was terrible. I had such a nice evening planned, too.
You are such a romantic at heart. It's insane.
Well, Kyle, who's on the phone to do a second date update today, got into a little bit of legal trouble on his date.
Whoa.
Maybe not as bad as mine, but still, he had an issue with law enforcement. Kyle, how are you?
I'm okay.
You're not calling us from a jail cell right now, right, Kyle?
No.
Okay.
Okay, good.
What sort of legal trouble did you get on your first date, Kyle?
It's not crazy or anything. It was just a speeding ticket.
Yeah.
But, like in the middle of a date, having a cop stroll up to you and start acting all weird, probably,
I know, I wanted to make it sound like Kyle was arrested. He wasn't. He just got a speeding ticket on his date. But he does think that's the reason she's not calling him back. We'll get to the speeding ticket stuff in a second, but how'd you meet this girl?
I was at this birthday party for a friend of mine, and we started talking and kept talking, and it seemed like, there was something cool happening. So
And what'd you guys do?
I went and picked her up, and I wanted to take her to this nice restaurant that I know outside the city because you have some time to talk on the way there, and then you can talk at the restaurant. And
Yeah, that sounds terrible to me. That's the worst thing about dates to me is all the talking. Just so much talking on this.
You just want a quick drive-through, call it good.
Gotta be awesome. But I see where you're coming from there. You want to have some conversation with the girl, I guess. That's a fun thing to do. So you guys clicked and you had a good time. What's her name, by the way?
Sarah.
Sarah? All right. And your email said that you think the speeding ticket is the reason she's not calling you back. Why is that?
Well, it's just like after the speeding ticket, things got really weird because it happened on the drive home.
Yeah.
What's really weird mean?
You got those weird spaces in conversations where everyone's sort of trying to think about what they should say.
I hate that.
And your speeding ticket wasn't like you were going 100 miles over the speed limit or something scary, right?
No, it wasn't crazy. I was doing like 80 in a 65.
All right, that's not terrible.
Were you rude to the cop or something? I'm just trying to think of why her attitude.
No. But I just got a speeding ticket, so of course, it sort of put me in a bad mood. And when I get in a bad mood, sometimes just get quiet.
So you were the reason for the awkward silence in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just got a speeding ticket. Are you ever not in a bad mood after you get a ticket?
I get so many speeding tickets, I don't care anymore. I have a lawyer who takes care of them, so I'm good. It doesn't bother me. But I do understand where you're coming from. I guess it could kind of piss you off a little bit. How did everything end with her?
It was just a little awkward. I dropped her off and tried to go in for a kiss, and that sort of didn't really happen.
Did you do like the awkward still in the car reach kiss?
Yeah, it was, one of those weird, can't quite find the right angle, and by the time you think you do, she's already gone. So
I have that happen to me quite a bit. If I'm out on a date, I'll lean in to kiss her in the car, and she's out by the time I just make out with the air. Hey, I'm still kissing somebody. It wasn't a fail. That's what you should have done. Yeah, so it could have been that you were just awkward after getting your speeding ticket, and she was like, oh, man, this guy.
Sure, but stuff happens, and I just really hope that I didn't screw this up completely.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Thank you.
All right, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Kyle is on the phone with us, and today he wants us to call a girl named Sarah. Apparently, they had a great date. Everything was going well. The only thing that he can think about that could be the reason that she's not calling him back is that on the way home after dinner, he got a speeding ticket, and in his words, he got a little grumpy, and he said the ride home after the speeding ticket was very awkward. He ended the night without a kiss or anything. She just got out of the car and hasn't talked to him since. Kyle, I don't even think we need to do the second date update today.
Wait, why?
Because I think I know why she's not calling you back. I think I figured it out.
Really?
I do. Here's my theory, Kyle.
So
I
dumb.
think that she set you up. Here's my theory. She sees Kyle, meets him at a party, woos him into taking her out on a date.
Ah.
And she knew the exact route you were going to take on the freeway to take her home. And she knew that you were going to be going 80 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. She knew that. You know why she knew that? Because the cop that patrols that area is her ex-boyfriend. And her whole goal was to get you to speed through there to get a ticket so he could give you a ticket and be jealous that she was out on a date. Now she's back with her boyfriend. We don't even need to make the phone call. I just figured it out. Don't waste your time on her.
Oh, my God.
That is quite a master plan, Jubal. I don't
Yes.
You sure you still want to do the call?
I'm amazed that you think that I'm worth all that effort. That's great.
And probably the fact that the cop was like a 50-something-year-old man with a big belly.
Don't judge who people date. All right, Kyle, I'm going to make the phone call for you anyway and see why she's not calling you back. But if I'm right, you owe me money. Okay?
You got it.
All right. I'm going to dial the phone number right now and see if we can get her on the phone. Probably hanging out in that cop's bed right now. Just a user.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Sarah, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Hey, Sarah, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show? Okay, that pause would lead me to believe you have no clue who we are. We host a morning radio show,
Okay.
and one of our listeners recently emailed us about you and asked us if we could get you on the phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
His name is Kyle, and you recently went out on a date with him.
Yeah, sounds
Yes.
about right.
Well, Kyle told us that you're not calling him back, and he hasn't seen you since the date, and he would really like to see you again, but he's wondering why you won't go out with him. He did tell us that he got a speeding ticket on the way home, and he also said that he thought things got really awkward after that between you two.
Yeah, I would say awkward is a understatement.
Was it good up until that point? Was he right on that?
Yeah. I thought Kyle was a really nice guy until then.
Until the speeding ticket.
Yeah, after the ticket, he just got really quiet. And
Let me ask you a question. Was it quiet, like I'm bummed out quiet, or I want to murder somebody quiet? There's a difference.
like, I don't know him that well, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah, but if he just got a little quiet, I mean, you guys had, 3 hours at this point of good times together? How could it cancel it all out?
Well, I was trying to calm him down, or just get him to ease up a little bit on himself.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, it's okay, it happens to everyone. And he replied, no, it doesn't f***ing happen.
Doesn't happen to me. All right, that's kind of rude.
Yeah, and after that, he tried to blame me. He told me, it shouldn't have happened to him because I was distracting him.
What?
He said he blamed you for the speeding ticket?
Yeah, and I was like, are you serious? You're really going to blame this on me? But he was acting so weird that I just said, okay.
Whoa.
How were you distracting him? I'm curious as to how he would try to blame it on you.
Honestly, I have no idea. I was just in this car with a guy that I only known for a couple hours, and I would just say anything to get out of there.
Yeah.
Like, he was that scary mad?
I mean, he was just kind of a d- for blaming me, saying that I was the reason he got the ticket. That made me feel like
Yeah, that's kind of rude. I couldn't imagine being on a date with a girl, I get a speeding ticket. I'm like, it's all your fault. If you wouldn't be talking. See, you women are always just talk. Never shut up. That's how I get speeding tickets.
The worst part was that he asked me to pay for the speeding ticket.
What? How did he even say something like that?
Well, he says, don't you think you should cover some of it?
What did you say?
I just said that's fine because I just wanted to get the hell out of that car at that point.
Yeah, you're like, all right, whatever. I'll pay anything to get out of this date right now. I can't believe he would actually say that it was your fault and then ask you to pay for the speeding ticket. Maybe you misunderstood him. Maybe he was joking with you.
If he was, he's really bad at joking.
I mean, he said he tried to kiss you at the end of the night.
Oh my God, I didn't even know he tried to kiss me.
That's awesome. You were just like gone from the car. Sarah, thank you very much for telling us what happened with Kyle. We'll definitely let him know.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, actually, you know what? He already knows because he's actually listening on the other line.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, hey, Sarah.
Oh, my God.
Sarah, you know that's not how it actually happened.
Whoa.
That's not how this went down.
Oh, so you didn't blame me for getting a speeding ticket, and you didn't ask me to pay for the ticket?
All I said was that you were very distracting, and I don't know a girl who would not take that as a compliment.
What?
Maybe take it as a compliment until you ask her to pay for the ticket.
Yeah.
She was in the car. She was distracting me. I'm surprised that she didn't offer to help pay for it.
Are you kidding me, Kyle?
Sarah,
My foot wasn't the one on the pedals, and I was just sitting there talking to you.
if I recall correctly, you were telling me that you just had to get home really quickly. There's a reason that I was speeding.
It's all your fault.
You told me to do
Sarah, it's all your fault.
Kyle, I have to ask you something. Are you just trying to get me on this radio show so that you can try to talk me into paying your ticket?
That's a good question.
I was trying to get you to go on another date with me because I thought it was great, but now you're being sort of a bitch about this.
Yeah, I'm the Kyle, you're such an ignorant ass.
Kyle, I don't get it. You sound...
Wow. Sarah, I think you are just a straight up. You're going to take dinner from a guy who's driving you all over the countryside, and then you won't even give him a f***ing kiss at the end of the night.
Because you told her to pay half of your speeding ticket.
It's what you do.
Yeah.
That's not what you do.
Hey, at
How
this
can
point-
you be a guy that thinks that you're supposed to pay for a woman's dinner and you still want them to pay for a speeding ticket? That makes
I
no
just filled
sense.
out like a couple $100. I mean, come on.
Oh my
Well, at this
gosh.
point, I would love to ask Sarah if she will go on another date with Kyle. Sarah, are you still on the phone, or did we lose you?
I'm here.
All right.
I'm speechless.
Sarah, would you like to go out with Kyle again, or pay for a second date?
No.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You know what? Stay speechless. All right, you're better that way.
You're better that way.
Oh my God!
Oh, man.
Escalated
Yeah.
quickly.
Kyle, obviously no second date, and I don't think you're really too upset about that now.
Nope. And you said you'd pay for it, so why don't you pay for half my ticket now?
Yeah, right.
Brooke and Jubal. Single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Physical injury on a first date can sometimes put a damper on things.
Only sometimes?
Sometimes, other times,
Oh, okay.
it can be downright hot.
No.
Am I right? Yeah, there's a safe word for a reason, people. Use it.
Come on.
Howie is on the phone with us today, and he wants to call a girl named Quinn, who he injured on their date.
Oh no.
I don't think it's as bad as I'm making it out to be,
It never is.
but we'll talk about it in a second. Howie, how you doing?
Good. How are you, man?
Good, man. So how'd you meet the girl that you want to call today?
I met her on Facebook through a mutual friend. I saw some of her pictures and thought she was really cute. So just started giving her compliments and comments and stuff. Then we just started talking.
Throw her a like or two,
Oh gosh.
Maybe a boat.
and then she's putty in your hands, right?
Sort of.
All right. What was her name, by the way?
Quinn.
Quinn. Okay. What did you guys do when you actually went out?
So we were talking a lot about music and stuff. So I thought it might be cool to do a DJ spin class, like where you learn how to mix beats and scratch and stuff like that.
That's a great date idea.
Yeah, I never even thought
Was
of
she
that.
just totally excited about it?
Yeah, we were both excited. It just ended up being a lot harder than we thought it would be.
Can I be honest with you? When I read your email, and it's because you said in there DJ spin class in your email, I was thinking spinning bikes.
Could
Like you guys
Like
went,
a spin class?
yeah,
Like they went to
like
an
you guys went
exercise?
exercising together, and there was a DJ.
There's a live DJ there?
Yeah, that's your idea is way better than what I pictured. Okay,
That would be a terrible.
yeah, that would be bad. So how was the DJ class?
Well, it was fun. I mean, it was that's a lot harder than it looks, man. I got to give those guys credit to do that. So we were both having a hard time with it, but we were having fun. It was like laughing about it. And
So neither one of you are going to be the next David Guetta, is what you're saying.
I don't think so.
All right. Did you guys go out after the class?
Yeah, I invited her back to my place for some drinks and, listen to music that we don't have to be the DJs. And it went pretty well. We started making out after a while, and suddenly out of nowhere, she pulls away and runs to the bathroom and came back, and she was, like, blotting her face with a tissue.
What?
Like, apparently my stubble gave a rug burn on her nose. Started bleeding.
She was bleeding because you have facial hair.
I've had that happen. It happens.
No, seriously.
Yeah, it does.
It's gross. I hugged my dad once, and same thing happened. I was like, ow, man, what's wrong with your face
But
right now?
blood?
Wow, how
Like,
hard did you hug your dad? Jeez.
I hadn't seen him in a while.
I've had that happen. I've been making out with a girl, and it's literally like giving her like a rash. So it does happen.
Oh my God, you guys are so aggressive. Be a little bit gentler with these women.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a pretty aggressive makeout, and I had no idea what was happening. And, once I saw she was bleeding, I felt horrible about it.
Sorry about your nose. I'm just.
I still cannot believe that.
It's your fault for being a good kisser.
Sorry about being such a man with this aggressive 5 o'clock shadow. What'd you say to her when she came back and her nose was all messed up from making out with you?
Well, I was, like, really sorry about it, and she was cool. I mean, she took it in stride. We kind of laughed about it. She was really down to earth. She didn't seem like she was mad at me or anything.
She didn't seem embarrassed by it or anything?
Yeah, I mean, she seemed embarrassed. I don't blame her. She had tissue on her nose. She was bleeding. But, overall, we had a good date. She let me kiss her on the cheek on the way out.
Did you guys make plans to go out again?
I asked her if she wanted to hang out again. She said, yeah, sure. We didn't make plans right then, though.
Well, yeah, you got to let the nose heal before she can go out again. How many times have you tried to get a hold of her since that night?
I texted her twice. First time, just kind of trying to be cute, asking about her nose, and didn't hear anything. And then I tried her again, just to be like, hey, what's up? And nothing.
Have you
Text her a picture of Rudolph.
Poor thing.
Just rub it in. So you haven't heard a word from her since your date?
Nope.
And have you asked your mutual friend that you guys both know on Facebook if she said anything about your guys' date?
I haven't asked her. I didn't. I mean, I just thought that might be kind of weird.
Yeah. So just start bugging
different.
people about it. Hey,
Did she talk to you yet?
what's up with Quinn? Why isn't she calling me back? I need to know. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Sounds great.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Howie is on the phone with us, and he wants to do a second date update today for a girl who we met on Facebook. They went out to a DJ class, went back to his house, and ended up making out for a while until she got a rug burn on her nose from his stubble and started to bleed. We're about to call her right now and see if that's the reason that she's not calling him back. Howie, I was thinking about it, and let's see. So you injured her physically within about 2 hours of your time together. I'm guessing she's probably not calling you back because she's just waiting to serve you with legal papers. That's what I think.
I hope not.
Was she into the makeout session? Because it just seems a little aggressive if you're making her bleed off of some stubble.
She seemed into it. I mean, everything seemed to be going well until that one moment.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, we're going to dial the phone number right now, get her on the phone, and see if that's the reason she's not calling you back, okay?
Cool.
All right.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Quinn, please?
This is Quinn.
Hey, Quinn, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Sorry, can you say again?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What is that?
It's a radio show. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update.
Uh-huh.
It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then don't call them back after, we get you on the phone to ask why.
I don't know. I don't understand what you're talking about exactly.
You recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and they emailed us about you because you haven't been returning any of their phone calls or text messages.
Who did that?
His name is Howie.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. So Howie got in touch with you and asked you to...
Yes. He emailed us and asked us to get a hold of you to find out why you're not calling him back. We actually talked to Howie, and he told us a little bit about your date. He said that you guys had a great time, so he's confused. Does that mean that you didn't have a great time?
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't believe this is happening.
What'd you think of Howie when you guys went out?
I mean, he's totally nice. I would be friends with him. That's cool, but
So he's good enough to friend zone after one date, but not good enough to date romantically.
yeah, I mean, I oh my God. I mean, I'll just tell you. So he's just not a very good kisser. So, you know, what are you going to do?
Yeah, that's a
Are you
huge...
talking about the rash that he gave you?
Yeah.
Who told you about that?
He told us about it. I wasn't trying to blow up his spot too early, so I didn't want to bring it up to you. But now that you say that he's a bad kisser, I'm guessing that that's the issue.
Well, that wasn't entirely true.
Wait, the bleeding wasn't entirely true, or...
Yeah.
What?
Well, he's like a really wet and sloppy kisser, like all at once, like a washing machine, like sucking on my face.
So it's just really drooly and slobbery and gross.
I mean, honestly, I've like never had that experience, and I really didn't know what to do. It was like a lot and kind of gross. So I went into the bathroom, and I was just like, how do I get out of this? So I was sitting there, and I saw that he had a loofah.
Saw that he had a what?
A loofah?
A loofah, like a shower thing?
Yeah, like a rough sponge thing.
Okay.
So I rubbed it on my nose.
No.
Like,
What?
and I
You gave yourself a rash on your nose from his loofah?
mhm.
Are you serious?
I didn't know what to do. It was the only way I could think of getting out of it.
Are you being serious right now?
I know. I'm not proud of it. I mean,
Have you ever had a rash like that from making out before, or that's just something that came to you?
I had a roommate who did.
Okay.
Why
And so you drew on the experience of your roommate and took his loofah, rubbed it on your nose until it started to bleed so that you could say he gave you a rash so he didn't have to kiss you anymore.
Why didn't you just say, I have to go? Like, why would you ever do something like that?
Well, honestly, like, it was going well until then, and he knew I didn't have anywhere to go. It would have been so weird. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to get out of there.
How
As
long-
weird as what you did, I don't think so.
I was desperate.
How long did it take for your nose to heal?
I still have a little scab on my nose.
Oh my God.
So it's been like over a week that you've damaged your nose to get out of a date with this guy.
Yeah, it's not one of my most proudest moments.
That
my
is
God,
amazing.
girl.
Quinn,
Artist.
thank you for being honest with us. I appreciate it.
Oh my God, I can't believe I said that.
Now I feel like I must be honest with you and let you know that Howie is actually on the other line listening.
What?
Yeah, I feel like I owe you that.
Hey, Quinn.
Oh my God.
Geez, I don't know what to say here. I've never had any complaints about my kissing in my entire life.
Yeah, Howie, she didn't just complain about it. She damaged her body to not kiss you.
I don't even know what to say.
I don't know what to say either.
Well, you just said it, I guess.
Yeah, I think actions speak louder than words here.
This is so crazy to me.
I really didn't want you to know. I mean, I'm sorry.
I mean, was I really that bad of a kisser?
I don't know what else to tell you. You know the story now.
Quinn, there has to be something. I mean, I've made out with some pretty bad kissers before, and you can kind of maybe coach them a little bit.
Well, I mean, I guess some girls are into that, and I'm not. So maybe we could. I mean, I can't imagine it's like what was natural to him. So
Yeah, I mean, you guys just might not match up kissing-wise.
Oh my
It's a thing.
gosh.
I wouldn't want to have to sit down and coach somebody on how to kiss, but I also would not take sandpaper to my nose in order to get out of kissing them. I would just stop. Well, Quinn, I would love to see if you'd like to go out on a second date with Howie. We'll pay for a second date if you'll go out with him again.
Oh.
Yeah, try another kiss.
What?
You have to kiss at the end of it, though. If you don't kiss at the end of it, I'm not paying for it.
I don't know if I can go through that again.
Hey, if you give me a second chance, I'll lay off the wetness of the kisses.
What?
Oh, my good Lord.
That's a weird way to put it, Howie.
Yeah, awkward.
But Quinn, would you be interested in going out with him again if he lays off the wetness of the kisses?
Well, I did have a good time. So, I mean, if he can reduce the amount of body fluids, I mean,
Are we still talking about kissing here?
Yeah, this is taking a weird turn.
I may go out with him again if there's no kissing, or figure out some way to kiss with less slobbering, and I mean maybe
Okay.
maybe less slobbering.
Howie, do you think you can do that? Do you think that you can work on your kissing and slobbering and stuff?
I definitely think so, but just for the record, is second base off the table?
Oh, my God. You have no shame,
Trying to
Howie.
negotiate
You have
right now.
no shame.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text message in at 78592 about today's second date update. It says, I like an aggressive makeout session, and I've had many chin and nose rashes as a result. Happens all the time, but never self-inflicted. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. If you missed the second date update, Howie wanted us to call this girl named Quinn. When they were making out, she got a rash on her nose, and it started to bleed. And he thought that was the awkward thing that happened on their date. But when we called her, we found out she just didn't like the way that he was kissing. So she gave herself a rash in the bathroom with his loofah.
Which I wouldn't touch a stranger's loofah with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, we got a text in, too, at 78592. It says, disgusting. I would never use a stranger's loofah on my face. That's worse than sloppy kisses.
I agree.
A lot of people are texting in, too, saying there's kissing workshops that this guy could go to. I've given a lot of rashes with my stubble.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, for sure.
Don't you
If you
think
don't shave a lot, I have very coarse hair, and so if I know I'm about to make out, I'll shave beforehand.
But have you ever been on a date that a kisser is so bad you injured yourself to get out of it?
No.
Just say you gotta leave or fake a phone call or something. She needs to work on her excuses.
It's like a debate on the text message board right now, though. People are saying it's sloppy kisses. Other people are like, I get rashes all the time. Text in at 78592. Have you ever had a nose or a face rash from stubble? And has it ever bled so much that you had to leave the date? And have you ever actually loofah'd your nose
Oh, my God.
to get out of a date, or was this a rare occasion? Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, brookandjubal@moving925.com. We will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I'll admit I've been drunk on a few dates in my time.
A few.
And it's always fun when you get really hammered and you try to pick a fight with the waiter because you think he looked at you funny and they're kicking you out. You're like, I'm not that drunk. You can't kick me out of this place.
That sounds fun.
Kind of what happened to Bethany, who's on the phone with us right now. She got hammered on her first date.
Oh, Bethany.
Isn't that right, Bethany?
No, I did not get drunk. That's the whole point.
Yeah, right. I was reading your email. It sounds like you got wasted.
Stop. I did not get drunk.
Yeah, right. But you sound drunk right now, Bethany. I'm not going to lie.
No, I'm just a happy person.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you a little bit about your date. First of all, who's the guy that you want us to call today?
His name is Robert.
Robert. Okay. And what did Robert think about you getting absolutely faced?
I did not get drunk, okay?
All right.
We went wine tasting, and I mean, yes, I did swallow a couple of sips of wine.
Thank you for finishing that sentence.
Right. Well, your email said that you think he might have thought you were drunk, and that's why he's not calling you back.
Yeah, because I got this, rampant case of the hiccups, and I could not get rid of them. I was trying to hold my breath, and I kept hiccuping, and I started laughing.
That sucks whenever you, even if you're drinking or not, just when you can't get rid of the hiccups. And that would be embarrassing on a first date.
Yeah, I mean, and we were in this, like, quiet room with a bunch of people, learning about these wines and...
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about the fact that you were wine tasting, so you got a bunch of snooty, oh, I can taste, this one tastes very nutty. Meanwhile, you're in the corner hiccuping, throwing down glasses of wine, looking like the drunk in the room.
Yeah, and I, like I said, I was giggling because, like, once you like, have that giggle bug and you cannot shake it, and then you're hiccuping on top of it, I was just, like, a crazy person.
Was he laughing with you, though? Because, I mean, it sounds like a funny situation.
At first, he was like, oh, my God, I can't believe, you have the hiccups, and, like, it was kind of a silly thing, but they would not go away. And I think that by the end of it, he thought that I was, like, really drunk. I mean, if you had seen, like, these sips of wine, like, there's no way, even if I had drank all of them, that I would have been that wasted.
Up until the point when your hiccups started, how was everything going?
Great. I mean, he was just such a gentleman and very sweet. He's, like, exactly my type.
All right, what else happened on the date?
The crazy thing is, the whole time I had these hiccups, and then we were asked to leave.
What?
No way.
Yeah, like, the instructor was like, I'm sorry, because, you can't, like, be obnoxious and drunk, but I wasn't.
Are you lying to us about the drunk part? Are you sure you weren't wasted?
No, I wasn't wasted. No, not at all.
So they kicked you out of the wine tasting thinking that you were hammered.
When he actually said, I'm going to have to ask you to leave, it was the most humiliating thing. I mean, there have been times in my life where, like, I have been tipsy and I have been a little wild. I have never gotten asked to leave.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
That's the worst part.
It's
when you get
so
kicked out of
bad.
somewhere and you're not drunk. I've been kicked out of a place because they're like, hey, you were grabbing girls on the butt. And I was like, no, I actually wasn't. For once in my life, I wasn't doing that.
I was
like, if you want to send me back in there, I will grab somebody on the butt so you can kick me out. It's worse when you haven't actually done something wrong and they kick you out.
Yeah, and I was trying to reason with the guy almost, like, don't you see how this is, like, the most ridiculous situation? But he was just, like, very serious. Like, I take cheese and wine very seriously.
So they kicked you out of the wine tasting thinking that you were hammered. And what did he do after that?
It was kind of awkward because once we left, like, I didn't have hiccups anymore. So it was like, well, we could have gone back in, but then we couldn't because they kicked us out. So he was just, like, thoroughly annoyed. And I could tell. But I was just kind of, like, trying to blow it off, like, oh, man, like, what are the chances?
And how did everything end with him after your date was done? Did he say that he wanted to go out again?
No, I kind of gave it this, like, oh, man, how about we, like, give it another shot, like, just trying to blow it off. But he couldn't get out of there faster.
Oh.
So when we get him on the phone for your second date update, do you think that he's going to be open to going on another date with you?
I think if I can actually get through to him the honest truth that I was not drunk.
Okay.
I mean, I'm serious when I say, like, I get the hiccups. Like, if I eat spicy food, I'll get the hiccups. But it's not like, usually they'll go away.
So you need our help in pointing out to him that she actually wasn't drunk.
Right. Yes, please.
Have you tried to explain to him since your date?
I sent him a couple texts, but I didn't want to look like a crazy person.
And did he respond to anything?
No, he didn't.
You haven't heard a word from him?
No, I haven't since that night, since our parting hug.
All right. So he's obviously didn't like something about your date.
No, he didn't.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, get him on the phone, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, great.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
The goal of today's second date update is to call a guy and convince him that his date wasn't absolutely hammered during their first date. Bethany, you about ready to give him a call?
Yes, I am.
All right, here's my advice to you. Before we make the phone call, get hammered right now.
Yeah.
Get as drunk as you possibly can. That way, when we get him on the phone, I can be like, see, this is how she sounds drunk. She wasn't drunk on your first date.
Well, don't you think that would decrease my credibility significantly?
It could, but it'd be fun for me.
That's all that matters.
If you're just tuning in, Bethany wants us to call this guy named Robert. They met online. They went to a wine and cheese tasting. She got a fit of hiccups, like halfway into the thing. And they ended up getting kicked out because the guy who was running it thought she might be drunk. And now she thinks that Robert isn't calling her back because she got hammered on their first date. So our goal is to call, get him on the phone, and convince him that you aren't a drunk mess. Are you ready to go, Bethany?
I am ready.
All right.
It's kind of ironic how a drunk mess is calling to convince somebody else.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You called the right place. If there's anybody that have had to do a lot of damage control after being drunk, it is me. So you called the right place, Bethany. All right, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get him on the phone and hopefully get you a second date.
Great.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Robert, please?
Yeah, this is Robert.
Hey, Robert, how you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Sorry, from where?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning? The radio show? You are obviously a big-time listener, I can tell.
He's a fan.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not at all, are you, Robert? Robert, we do a radio show in the morning from 6 to 10 every morning, Moving 92.5, and we recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
All right.
Her name is Bethany. She told us about your date and also told us that you haven't been returning any of her phone calls after your date. So we said, hey, why not let us call Robert, see if we can get him on the phone and find out if you did something wrong.
Okay. That's weird.
I know it's kind of weird. Bethany did tell us that she thinks you might have thought that she was hammered. She told us about the hiccups, said that she got like a fit of laughter because of the hiccups, and then told us that you guys got kicked out of the wine tasting class because they thought she was drunk. Is that why you're not calling her back?
I mean, she was definitely tipsy. There's no question about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, none of that was good, but, you know, in between the jugs of wine she was drinking, she leaned over to me and said, the instructor reminds me of my ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
No.
All right.
That's
Talking
never
about your
cool,
ex
dude.
during a first date. Talking about your ex during any date kind of sucks.
Yeah.
That's understandable,
It kind
Robert.
of sucked, but the weird part was the instructor was like 65 years old.
Really? That is kind of a funny thing.
I know, yeah, you're like, what, you dating a 65-year-old? How does that guy remind her of her ex?
I didn't know if I should even ask, you know, or even get into it, but this guy was wearing bifocals, he had a receding hairline.
You're like, so...
I said, what makes this guy remind you of your ex-boyfriend? And, I mean, this guy had a receding hairline, a pot belly, he wore bifocals, and...
you think she had like beer goggles on and she's like, that guy is hot.
That Ben Franklin one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't even know if I should even get into it any further, but she said my ex-boyfriend was 65.
She dated a 65-year-old?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She left that out of her story, Robert.
Yeah.
How old is Bethany? Because Bethany sounds like she's a lot younger than 65.
I think she's 28 or something.
Jeez.
But the same vein, I mean, you got to, like, how are you judging somebody based on their ex? I get, like, bringing them up, but how does that affect you?
Well, it made me wonder, why is she on a date with me when she's had relationships with guys twice my age?
Yeah. Robert, why don't we ask her that? Because she's actually on the line listening.
Oh my God, you really, like, that was why you didn't call me back, was because you thought my ex-boyfriend was too old for me? I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that was the turning point for me.
But it has nothing to do with you. I mean, I was there with you. Obviously, like, I'm not dating that person anymore, and we were having a good time before we got kicked out of the thing.
You're 28. I just didn't understand why you would even date someone twice your age. Just really weirded me out.
Well, it just happened. It wasn't like I set out to start dating older men. He was like a friend of the family, kind of.
That's worse.
So, like, Harrison Ford is, like, handsome, no matter how old he is. I didn't ask you about any of your exes because it didn't matter to me.
Yeah, and Robert, don't you have some crazy, stupid people that you've dated in your past that I'm sure if she found out about, she could judge you for?
I suppose, but they certainly were in my age range. So.
Yeah, none of them were about to collect Social Security.
I mean, also, Bethany, you got to think you offered up that information. He wasn't necessarily asking.
Well, I guess I did. But it was just like a funny thing. Like, I was already laughing. I was already like...
Totally.
It was kind of like the instructor was like getting mad at us and like looking like over his glasses at me. And I was like, kind of like that, ooh, he reminds me of my ex.
See, that's gross. I don't want to be thinking about 65-year-old dudes with walking canes and bifocals.
It wasn't like that. Like I said, he was just older, and I liked him, and I liked you. And so what's the problem?
Older is, maybe 40. I mean, I can understand that. But this guy was getting near retirement age. I mean, this guy is probably playing bingo on Wednesday nights or something. I don't know.
Oh, my God. I can't even. You have no idea. Age is just a number. It's just, I like you. So it doesn't even matter.
Look, okay, I'm sorry. I can't help how I feel. I can't go out with a girl and, every time I look at her, I'm thinking of some old guy, some crotchety old guy.
Well, that's your thing. If you're into old men, that's fine, but I choose the person. I choose the person, and besides, only old people go to wine and cheese things anyway, FYI. And have a good time, and you're being rude and judging, so you did me a favor.
All right, fine by me. Good luck with your early bird specials.
I'm guessing that you guys don't want to go out on a second date based on that little conversation right there, but I still have to ask. Robert, would you like to go out with Bethany on a second date? I will pay for it.
No.
Okay. Bethany, would you still like to go out with Robert?
No, I'm going to find someone less judgy and a little more in my maturity range.
Yeah. Start right now. Here, the Elks Lodge has a bunch of dudes
Oh, yeah.
that you could hang out with.